November 1st. It is 1:50 p.m. I got home approximately an hour ago. My dad dropped me off with the 93 white Suburban after getting groceries today. I'm going to explain a little what I was wearing and such. I was wearing my Cubs coat over the black Nike long sleeve shirt when I left. And I had my stocking cap on, and then I put water in my hair when I got in the Suburban to slick it back or wet it down. And because it's matted underneath the stocking cap, I didn't want to take it off until after I wetted it down. But so then I was wearing into the post office. I was wearing my same thing, a Cubs coat over the black shirt, and then I had my Readlyn Savings Bank shirt on my sleeve because I take a lot of photos with that. So that was at the post office. Then I went to Fairbank Food Center and took the Cubs coat off. Didn't have the Cubs coat on the rest of the trip. Stopped at Fairbank Food Center, Casey's, Fairbank. The Amish store, Yoder's Amish store. Got quite a bit of stuff there. Went to Quick Star Old Wine, then Dollar Tree Old Wine, and then back to Fairbank Dollar General, and that finished up the trip. Dad dropped me off, and I was talking to him about everything I've been posting on x.com/WADES2ND. And I'm exhausted from whatever's been in the wind. It just cut my wind today. I had no ability to catch my breath today. It was like the worst it's been since I was in high school, but it's directly due to whatever's been in the air when the wind is blowing hard. Since 2016, it happens. Those kind of things happen every time, and then there's not a problem after it subsides, after the stuff gets out of my system. So I'm still under a drug effect today, and not thinking really crisply today. Actually not thinking well at all, and that's due to the drug effect of whatever's being either put into the wind or is being picked up from the ground after it's been placed on the ground. Still half-mile north of Fairbank, Iowa on V68. If anybody staged any lies while I was gone, my father does not go into the stores with me. There are some fat white guys that I've suspected being stalkers before. I know they're stalkers. I just don't know what they're claiming to be. My father never goes into the store with me. He sits in the truck and waits for me to come back out. He was wearing a baseball cap today, like a farmer baseball cap. And when me sniffing like that, it just means I have some, what do they call that? See, I'm having difficulty with that. Sudafed is an what is that called? It's just a little bit of moisture in my nose. So I'm not getting sick, and I've never done cocaine. It has been indicated that I did cocaine when I was sniffing before. It's just a little bit of, can't think of the word. Whatever Sudafed is an anti-whatever. I don't take those things anymore. I used to try to take those, but the side effects were worse than what it helped me with usually, unless I was really congested. So if these fat white guys that were following me into the stores today try to claim any connection to me, they're criminals. It was just me. Used my card, my Readlyn Savings Bank card everywhere I went today, except Amish store. They don't take cards there. They just take cash. So I used what cash I had, and I had gotten some $15 cash back at Casey's Fairbank, and I had to borrow $20 from my dad, but then I paid him for electricity. So I'm up to date on electricity entirely. $15 I owed him last month, I paid him. So I'm up to date on my electricity. Um, Home half mile north of Fairbank, Iowa on V68. Green eyes, not blue eyes, 6'1", 51 years old. Curly hair on top, buzzing on the sides, but tonight it was kind of wavy because I had wet it down before I took off here from home here in the 93 white Suburban. I explained what I'm wearing due to fraud staging lies, obviously. I don't know what else I have to say. Oh, I always load all my possessions that could be stolen, messed with, or staged lies with in the vehicle when I leave home. That's what I've had to do for 4 or 5 years now, like 4 years. And what I forgot today was my car battery was inside. I usually take that with me. Paint, a couple gallons of paint, and I noticed there were some shipping labels that were not that I forgot to pick up off the floor. But I even I cut the shipping labels off the guitar boxes so the frauds couldn't break in and do anything with that. Whatever else lies they staged, all I did was go get the post office to get groceries. I've done nothing illegal in 2023. I've done nothing bad or criminal in any way in 2023. So whatever that is, it's just staged lies. I haven't done anything. And comparing a Roman nose to a Jewish nose is not anti-Semitism. It's just comparing my nose to a Jewish nose. That's not anti-Semitism. You're going way over the line if that's what you're trying to say. And the only other thing is protecting innocent people from being bombed. Children, 2,700 kids, and like half the residents of Gaza are children. So nobody in their right mind would call that an anti Jewish or anti-Semitism, and the Palestinians are Semites. So there's another point on that. But I'm just against Bibi's bombing, and that's not anti-Semitic. That's just I think he's crazy for doing it because it's uniting Muslims, the Sunnis and Shia against him for bombing innocent people and destroying their lives and their communities. And the United States has no place to be going over there and fighting a war like that, uniting that many Muslims against everyone. I don't agree with it, and I will continue to say that U.S. should not fund that. I think it's very risky of Bibi to be doing what he's doing, and I think it's wrong. I think it's really wrong bombing innocent people and people trying to flee the country to get one operative, So that's my opinion on it. That's not an anti-Semitic thing, and comparing a Roman nose to a Jewish nose is not anti-Semitic either. I'm comparing my own nose to people that are Jewish. That is not anti-Semitic, and you will never, ever be able to convince a reasonable person that. So I haven't said anything anti-Semitic. And still home by myself. Again, this will be posted only on audio only on youtube.com/@ I am Wade Heineman, IAMWADEHEINEMAN. And I was wearing jeans today and my Sketcher boots, I guess they are, from Farm Fleet. They're mine, but I know they're a very common type of boot because they're Skechers and they're not expensive.